Oh, no. Hey, JoshCasters. Alright, let's not say that because there's only a few people and they probably don't want to be called that. Welcome to a new episode here. It is Tuesday night. Last night I did not go to Good Comedy Theater, as I said in the last episode I would, because it was only a 2-hour show. I saw on Facebook and they had an improv show afterwards, and I just didn't want to, go down there and get jerked around just in case, the city sometimes does that, or they might give me 3 minutes. So I decided to stay in last night. Today, I was walking around the city. For those of you who know me, knows that once in a while, not a lot, I'm not gay, but I will meet a dude off the internet to go out with to pick up girls, because I don't really have any wingmen, any other dudes that I know, like actual friends. And I met this Indian guy named Jobin, and he was a fucking cocksucker. So pretty much I met him around 5 in Center City, and then we walked around. And the guy barely got to know me, and he kept pointing out girls for me to approach. And I said, look, man, I want to approach girls, but I want to approach the girls that I want. He said, okay. And then finally he started saying, look, man, I don't got time to waste. I don't got a lot of time, and I don't got time to waste. So you're going to approach girls, or you're just going to watch me? He was just like all fucking passive-aggressive about it. And I said, dude, I want to approach the girls that I want. So he said, all right. And then he just approached this girl, and he left. So that was weird, meeting these random dudes. Most of them are weirdos. I mean, I'm a weirdo myself. I mean, I do a podcast where I talk to myself and I talk into a phone and I'm a loner and all these weird thoughts I have in my head. I get that. But these guys are also pretty weird. But hey, what are you going to do? Tomorrow night, I'm going to try to go to the Trocadero open mic. I have not been there since, well, it's been almost a year. But for those of you who follow the show, probably don't remember this. Almost a year ago, I went to the Trocadero open mic. And then Wankers Wednesday started at 10, so I went there. I was able to do 2 in one night. And I got really drunk, and I called out this comic for doing one of my jokes. That he had a similar joke, but I felt that he took it. And I made a really asshole post, and a lot of comics in the city started trashing me, and I started this war, and even though I didn't comment on it. And, well, it's going to be the first time I've been to that place. So it's going to be awkward going there, but I had a good time. So hopefully when I go there, the guys there that I called out, hey, what are you going to do? But I'm going to go there. And so, yeah, let's talk about, let's do some topical news. That's pretty much most of the show. By the way, I put up the Craigslist prank call from the last episode, the new one from Skype about the dairy jizz, on my SoundClick Josh Pranks page, and also on YouTube on the Jack Attack page. I have to change that name because there's like 5 other channels with that name. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I used to call it Jack Comedy. I don't know why I took that off. And everyone's big top story is R. Kelly. R. Kelly married some 15-year-old girl apparently, and she's 22 now. And she's speaking out about being. She's saying that she's not locked up, and everyone says she is, and everyone's worried about her. And also, this isn't a top story, but Allen Iverson was supposed to be in the Big 3 game, and he didn't play, and all the Philly fans were pissed off about that. Bill offers funds for just 28 miles of border wall. Everyone's talking about Trump and the Russia and his low approval rating and such like that. I've been watching old episodes of Breaking Bad, by the way. I never got to see the first 2 seasons, and I'm on season 2 right now. So I just wanted to mention that since this is a podcast about me. Yeah, woman gets a full face implant. Hope she wasn't attacked by one of those chimps. Madonna doesn't want Tupac breakup letter. Oh, this is the letter he wrote to her. So Tupac was giving her the black sausage, but I've heard, that she had lots of black sausage. 11-year-old hilariously chastises parents and letter from camp. Let's see how funny this is. I mean, kids say the darndest things, and it says, Mom and Dad, why the hell? And he blocked out the letters ELL. Like, that's an offensive word. Did you not check if I had toys? I was so bored during the free period, blah, blah, blah. So, that's not really cute. But then again, I hate kids. So, I guess, Cavs owner clearing path out of Cleveland for LeBron. And everyone's talking about this LeVar Ball guy and how good he is. And then the top pick for the Sixers hurt his ankle because that's a curse in Philly. And, man, lots of off-season basketball, summer league news and such. Dog tossed out of minivan during a road rage incident, and that's pretty messed up. Unless it's one of those pit bulls. Those of you who follow the show should know that I do not like pit bulls. 15-year-old boy arrested in a triple homicide case. So let's see what this story's about. It shows two black men and a white kid in the middle. And I don't know. 15-year-old boy arrested and police arrested a 15-year-old boy in connection with a triple homicide. This was Somerset Bay, and they said that when they arrived, two 25-year-olds, and this kid's 19. He looks like he's like fucking 10. They were pronounced dead at the scene. So I guess somebody saw two grown black Negroes with a white kid and said, "We gotta whack these folks." You know, Bachelor in Paradise trailer played up in famous sexual scandal. That's the chick that got her pussy ate on national TV. Cool. Mariah Carey's going to produce a drama based on her life story. I wonder if she's going to show all the guys she fucked in her life, going from cock to cock. That might be a great story. The Wheel of Fortune player was acting strangely with her letter picks, and then I hate when they don't give you the answer and such. Oh, by the way, last month I signed up for this comedy contest, and I'm the worst at comedy contests, where it's for Helium, it's for NBC, and they pick 100 comics. You have to wait in line, and they did not pick me because the video I sent them was kind of dirty. I don't have any clean sets. I gotta get a clean set of me doing lipoisms, and it's probably for the best because I hate waiting in line. Like, I'm the type of guy that, like, I'll walk out of a line at a Chipotle or something if there's like more than 10 people. So probably best I don't wait in line for 50 comics, because I already do that enough to get stage time. Aaron Carter gives a bizarre explanation for his DUI arrest. He looks like he belongs to some true Hollywood story already. It says a 29-year-old singer. He's younger than me? Holy shit. Arrest on charges of DUI refusal, marijuana possession. Carter cried as he talked how he spent. He said, basically, I've been listening to America and Stevie Wonder and Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. Carter tells what he's coping. I've opened for Michael Jackson, and I don't know, this guy's just rambling about black music and such. I don't know. What else is going on? Is there anything else? I know there's other stuff. Sometimes when I'm done doing the topical news, I'll close the news page and then open up a few things I could have talked about. But I'm just too lazy to. Milwaukee catcher injured in brutal play at home plate. I guess he got hit by a ball. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. It's sometimes. Wilder Valderrama drops Jaws after stepping out with Justin Bieber's ex. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't believe he's actually still in the spot. What is he doing right now? I guess he's a director. He's 37-year-old, and he's dating a hot 23-year-old blogger. But yeah, man, what was he doing? I mean, I know he's doing Your Mama. Remember that stupid show? And what was he doing after that? I don't even know. But I guess he's a director or something. But, I mean, he's considered a good-looking foreigner, so guy still gets snatched. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Well, that's not it for the show, folks. After this, you're going to hear a classic prank call, which is my way of saying old prank call. It's Black Panthers. I think that I did this call so much. God, it's so old. But most of you's never heard it. I called a 7-Eleven. I have a lot of 7-Eleven pranks. And this is like, God, I don't know, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And I pretend I was a black guy. And this is when there was a lot of black stories coming out. And something. It was so stupid. And then I'm probably going to do public freakout commentary. Unless I can get Bill Miller on the show. I don't know. He might be at the Troc tomorrow night. He might be there. I might be there. We both might be there. I might bring my recorder. I don't know. But other ways, there might be public freakout commentary. And anything else that happens, there will be sober commentary with drunk people where I go out in the city Saturday night in Old City, 2 a.m. and yap about my night and all the madness and street harassment and craziness and fights and drunkenness that goes on, and anything else that happens. More topical news, more odd news. This is the first comedy podcast in Philadelphia. That's right. There's a lot of guys, every comic now wants to put their podcast on iTunes. They're fucking losers. I was doing this podcast. This is episode 259. I've been doing this longer than anybody. Everybody else, I want to say they're copying off me. They're fucking losers. And this is your favorite podcast show that you don't listen to. Come on, man.
Hello, 7-Eleven?
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, pudding pops?
Pudding pop?
Yeah.
Hello, we don't have it, alright?
Are you a black dude?
Excuse me?
Are you a black dude?
Excuse me?
Are you a black dude? I'm just asking. Because I thought they only hire Indians at 7-Eleven.
Oh, you want to talk to, Pakistanis?
No, I just wanted to know if you was black, because they usually only hire Indians, you know?
Oh, no, I'm a black guy, yeah.
Oh, they hire you?
Huh?
How'd you pull that shit off?
Excuse me?
I said, how'd you pull that shit off?
I don't know. We just don't have it, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not talking about the pudding pops. I mean, that's amazing. Usually when I call, it's always an Indian guy. I never heard a black...
Oh, and the black guy?
Yeah, no, not just a black guy. Anybody but Indian, you know, white or anything. It's, you know, it's always...
Yeah, it's true. I happen to be here for tonight.
Where you from, Kenya?
What did you say?
I said, where you from, Kenya?
No. I'm from Ghana.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What brings you all the way to Philadelphia?
You said?
I said, what brings you all the way to Philadelphia?
Oh, I mean, I'll be here for a long time. I'll be here for like 8 years.
I know, but what made you come here?
What made me come here?
Yeah.
What made me come here?
I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
I just think it's exciting to have someone from there, you know?
Oh, no.
I don't have a problem with it.
Sorry. No problem. Well, I mean, I'm just telling you the reason, you know?
Yeah. Martin Luther King Day's coming up, but I just wanted to wish your people that day, you know? I know you people get edgy around that day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's on Sunday?
No, Monday. You don't even know you're on holiday? Come on, brother.
Yeah. We first on Sunday, and then they give Monday holiday.
But it's Monday. It's every third Monday of January. How could you not know you're on holiday?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, man. What's up with you?
I know.
You want to join my group? I got a Black Panther group. Me and these other black dudes. I'm not black, but I represent it.
Oh, you have a group? Okay.
Yeah, the Black Panthers.
Huh?
The Black Panthers.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard of that before?
Oh, yeah. I never heard of that.
Yeah, we got a new one, you know. It's just a Philly area, you know what I mean?
Wow. Then why don't you come by and then we talk about it?
Where you guys located at?
This is in Fifth and Cheltenham.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on getting the job. I mean, I'm not trying to stereotype, but a 7-Eleven, you know, that's pretty damn amazing to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is in Fifth and Cheltenham. Just come by and then we talk about it, all right?
All right, man.
All right, my name is Kofi. What's your name?
My name's Jazz.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right, Wookie.
All right, all the best.
All right.
God, you remember everything.
Yeah, I'm at the Trocadero with Bill Miller.
Hey, how's it going? How are you?
One of my only listeners.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
He's like 45% of my listening audience, sadly. Or actually, maybe higher than that. I would say 60, maybe.
You know what? There's times where it's like, I want to comment, but I'm like, I want to be the only one commenting on this shit.
Yeah, you know, and I like the fact that you comment, but at the same time, I feel bad. I'm like, wow, you actually listen. Do you listen to the sober commentary, or do you skip that?
Oh, no, I listen to the sober commentary. I skip the news because
the news?
You don't fucking really dive deep into it.
No, you're right. And you know what? And also, I'm lazy about it. I don't fucking do the research. Like, I should edit it, but I just do it as I go along.
You talked about those four missing young men.
Yeah.
That were found murdered recently.
Yeah.
They're from my neighborhood, and in fact, a couple of months ago, I was bowling in Pendel. I like to go bowling on dollar bowling nights with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And the young lady
where's that at? The bowling night?
Oh, it's in Pendel. It's the Pendel Lanes.
Oh, is that Pendel, Pennsylvania?
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
And you can come and see a fledgling comic bowl. But she was bowling with us, and last night we were bowling, and she said, "Yeah, I remember a couple of months ago, there was this weird guy that was hitting on me and just being a real creep. And I'm like, I don't really remember that. It's like, yeah, but it was the guy who got arrested for like burning those bodies in a barrel. It's like, holy shit, small world. But you know, the 4 kids. Well, they're not kids. They're like 24 years old.
Yeah, one was like 19, and then a couple other of them were like older.
Yeah, they're kids.
Yeah.
They wanted to buy weed. He lured them in by like, hey, I got some marijuana. And they're like, well, shit, we can't buy that at Walgreens. So they went to go over to the weirdo, the criminal's house to buy their marijuana. And he goes off and fucking burns their body in a fucking barrel.
Wow.
So it's like, you know, hey, Grandpa, legalize it. You know? I'm still going to buy weed. Wouldn't you rather I buy it at Walgreens?
Yeah.
Instead of a criminal?
Now, what does this have to do with my show again? You say you skip through the topical news.
Yeah, you skip
through.
through
And the topical news is so 60% of my show, so you aren't actually listening to it. You're just going I don't blame you for skimming through, because I do listen. I do realize, I'm like, we're listening to an hour and 5 minutes, and he just...
Well, it's good. It's good, actually, the distance, because a lot of times I was like, I listen to you when I wake up on a Monday morning.
That scares me.
And
but I'm flattered.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I follow you on the thing, and I like to listen to Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast. But he posts that later. You post it like Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I'm ready Monday morning. I'm freaking frying my eggs. I walk over to the newspaper place, get my newspaper, walk back, and I have my earbuds in. I'm listening to wimp 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 wimp.
What theme song is that?
I think it's your theme song.
Oh, I thought it was my theme song.
Whip, 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 whip.
Yeah, I was hoping you would play it out loud. Like, you just have it like on a speaker. And
that would be clutch.
Then I say an N-word, and they're like,
hey. Yeah, that's why you're listening to the earbuds.
Yeah, that's right. You never know, man.
Man. I send in emails to Bill Burr every once in a while.
Does he read them ever?
No. I was like, one of these days, it's like, and it's stupid stuff. You know, he likes to drum, so I'm like, here's a video of this black guy playing the drums, doing a drum instruction, but he did it in a funny way. I'm like, I bet you Bill Burr would dig this, and I'd send it to him. Like, one of these days, he's going to be like, yeah, this weird guy just sent me this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you should do a podcast about Bill Burr. He'll listen to it.
Oh, will he?
I don't know, but the comedian Joe Matarisi's guys, they do a show about being in love with Joe Matarisi. They do a whole podcast about it, and he knows about it. But he thinks it's pretty cool because he's like, there's a whole podcast about me.
Oh, really?
So maybe you do a Bill Burr podcast. Maybe.
Well, let's do a Swapcast. Let's make this the Bill Burr Swapcast.
There you go.
Like, Bill Burr, I heard you had a baby. Did you hear about his baby? I wonder what his baby looks like. I don't know. That's fucking weird.
It's brown with red hair and freckles.
Oh, that's a terrible combination.
It kind of looks like, what's his name? The basketball player, Blake Griffin. Kind of has that look.
They pulled a bad card, man.
Race mixing can be bad, but
most of the time it's the best.
Sometimes it's good, but like in my case, like look at me, I didn't come out great. I was cute as a young baby, and then as I got older, it just woof up.
Oh yeah.
I would much rather be ugly as a kid than get good looking. That's what's important.
Not
when you're a kid.
Late bloomers. I was a late bloomer. It's fucking where it's at. I was a fat, ugly kid, and then I went into college, and I was fucking gorgeous. And now it's like that wore off, and now I'm back to the fucking fat, ugly kid with a bad haircut.
Gorgeous. Did you have like a dimple back then? And
I
shit?
did. I was catcalled. I was a few males that was catcalled.
I mean, so if you're good, you were hitting like gay guys too. Gay guys were hitting on you.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were good looking, man. If gay guys are hitting on you, that means you're good looking.
Most gay guys can look you up and down and tell if you're hetero. You know?
Yeah. What's that called? Gaydar or something?
Yeah. It's called. Why not? A broad term of gaydar.
Straightar.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But there was this one time I went to. I wanted to go to the beach to see a concert. Me and my friends wanted to go see Ween.
Yeah, I know Ween.
They wanted to...
Yeah, I played it on my show. Where Did Cheese Go? The Pizza Hut song?
Oh, the fucking Pizza Hut song.
That's them. Where Did Cheese Go?
That's fucking awesome.
That's Ween.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where do they do that for, like Pizza Hut?
They did it for a Pizza Hut commercial, and I forgot what happened. What's the story behind it? They stopped. They did it as a contest, and it didn't get picked.
All right. Yeah, a lot of bands do that.
Something like that.
The Melvins did one for the Super Bowl. They covered Black Betty. Black Betty,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Yeah, so
It didn't get picked, but it went on the next album. It was fun.
Yeah, Ween. Man.
So we went to go see Ween at Asbury Park. And I was like, hey guys, why don't we make a whole day of it? We'll go early in the morning, and we'll stay on the beach, have fun on the beach, meet some girls, go to the bar, then we'll go to see a rock show at the Stone Pony. That was a great idea. So we get there, and there's a big party at the beach, and we're like, whoa guys, there's a big party at the beach. Let's get down there. And I'm wearing I was gonna meet girls. I was the best shape of my life. I was fucking skinny for the first time in my life. And so I wore a Speedo. And I wore it under my pants and all that shit so I could just get ready. It was a big secret to all of my friends. And but we get down there and we're like, whoa, there's all the commotion, all the party going on. And then we get down to the boardwalk and we notice it's all gay men. Built men with fucking beautiful chests and perfect hair and fucking cool sunglasses and little Speedos. And they're looking us up and down and going, ha, fucking heteros. Fucking heteros. Ooh, yuck. Ick.
So Ween, they were good at that movie. It's Pat.
They were in Pat?
It's Pat.
It's Pat?
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, the Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, they were in that movie. They played the band in the movie towards the end.
You guys are the Ween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they were in that movie.
That's so funny.
So tonight at the open mic, that conspiracy theory guy that went on at the end. What did you think of him?
I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, he kind of mixed things up. I kind of liked what he did. I mean, I couldn't tell people hated them or loved them or not.
I liked him. I mean, it was unconventional. He kind of went off the rails.
But I like that. I wasn't sure, but I like what he did. I mean, he mentioned you guys were talking about stuff I don't even know about. I was just I never heard a lot of this stuff, but doesn't mean it's not interesting. I was interested, but I just didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing to just be out and about and be like, yeah, so fucking, you know how they say 9/11 happened? Well, that's not the way it really happened. You know,
I think open mic comedy or conspiracy.
Yeah, comics are conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Bill Burr talks about fucking population control a lot. I'm really into population control. Fucking, let's get rid of some people. Just, in forms of fucking, we'll put it this way. We should get rid of schizophrenic people. Because there's too many people, why keep those schizophrenic ones? Yeah. Do you ever, I know you don't do drugs, but
there's no reason for me not to. I think I just don't have the money for it right now.
It's okay. Drugs are a bad scene, but to maybe any of the listeners, did you ever drop acid with your friends for the first time and you realize one of your friends is schizophrenic and can't take acid? Because that's the kind of thing that will appear. They wear their mask, their society mask. Okay, I know I'm crazy, so I'm gonna act like everyone else. But when you drop acid, that mask melts away and all their crazy comes out. I think we should have a government program where if you turn the age of 13, you have to take 5 hits of acid, of LSD, high-powered blotter acid. And if you freak the fuck out, then we kill you. Whoa. We put you on the Running Man.
Oh, shit.
Because we're going to fucking televise it. Might as well.
Oh.
But, I'm deep into conspiracy theory.
So do you listen to Alex Jones at all?
I don't listen to Alex Jones. I used to back when I didn't know who he was. And I was like, yeah, this guy thinks aspartame is poison. I think that shit fucking tastes like poison. It must be fucking poison. And then he talked about frogs being gay. I'm like, well, this guy probably is just doing an act. And then you see him all tied up with Trump, and I don't know what to fucking think about that guy now.
Oh, and what about former governor and WWE superstar Jesse Ventura?
I love Jesse Ventura.
He's a conspiracy guy.
He's a conspiracy guy.
Mind control. The government used to use mind control. I used to be a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
A Navy SEAL, and Navy SEALs have a good saying, we never leave anybody behind, because mind control. This is a bad impression I'm doing of Jesse.
It's mind control. I know, because I'm Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
The governor. But he was a good governor, He said things like, when I was the governor, the fucking city wanted to raise taxes to build a new stadium. And I don't fucking watch football. Why do I have to fucking pay for it? I was like, fuck yeah, man. I agree with that. So, I don't know. A lot of stuff is, that's fucking bullshit. But some of this stuff is worth thinking about.
I was hoping that Ramsey guy would stick around. I wanted to get him on the show. Even though it would just be used to go back and forth, I would just stay here and just tape it. I don't care.
Yeah, might as well. Fuck.
This is the only reason why I go to open mics, to get podcast coverage, but I only get it like once a month,
Ah, shit. Well,
I mean, I do the best I can. It's not going to make the show any better, but it's just for me, it's like, that's all I care about. I'm like, I want the podcast coverage for me is better than getting a laugh at an open mic. I'm like, yeah, podcast. I got something tonight. So I would try to get podcast coverage at the cabaret, and I would take my stupid set so I can just,
So you listen to Ween because they're a funny band.
I don't listen to Ween.
Oh.
I mean, I would, but I mean, I'm not against them. I just know who they are.
I know who they are. They're heavy in satire.
Yeah, I mean, I should check them out. I just know their Way to Cheese Go song. That's all. The latest. It's not really a song. It's more like a little thing. But I would, based on that, I mean, I like cheesy stuff like that, so I should check them out. There's no reason for me not to.
I like them. I would say if you like Ween, you should check out this one band that's fairly unknown. They're called the Frogs.
The Frogs.
They're famous. Well, they're not. They're not famous. They pretty much their claim to fame was that they make a bunch of silly songs on tape.
Okay.
And they would give it to like rock stars. And like Kurt Cobain listened to it and loved it, and he was like, "All right, you guys are fucking touring with me."
Whoa!
You guys, Smashing Pumpkins heard it; they listened to it on the tour bus. They were like, "Oh, you guys tour with us." But it's like most of their songs are gay supremacy songs.
Huh.
So it's like it's fucking sucking dick and doing.
Well,
drugs.
there was a rapper called Gangster Fag.
Gangster Fag.
But I think Joe Rogan admitted that it was a bit. But he was the first gay gangster rapper to actually talk about sucking dick.
Did gully ass gay rhymes?
Yeah,
I fucking love gully ass gay rhymes.
But I think later on, some people said it was a bit by Joe Rogan that he created, where it wasn't real. But I mean, I think that was pretty cool because I was thinking like there has to be gay gangsters somewhere because rap's all like I'm tough and all that, fuck your bitch. But there got to be like one gay guy who's like in the closet, but that's like his what's it called, alibi. That's his whole, like with Dexter was killing people. Really, he works for the cops. Breaking Bad. I'm watching Breaking Bad now.
He's an anti-hero of gangster queer.
Gangster fag.
Gangster fag.
I know.
You watching Breaking Bad?
Well, I watched the last 2 seasons, so now I'm watching it from the beginning. So I just finished season 1. Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle of season 2, and I was thinking maybe. Well, it's not going to be funny without
Bill Burr's in it.
Yeah, he is. Him and the other big black comic that used to be on BT Comic View.
Oh, fuck. Huel? I only know his name on Always Sunny.
But it's funny because like in the second season, there's an episode where like they're having like a town hall meeting or something, and they're like, "Oh, the cops like, whoever's doing this, obviously they have access to a lab." And obviously they have to know chemistry, and I'm like, clearly it's Walter White.
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody putting 2 and 2 together?
Yeah,
it's clearly it's him. He knows chemistry. He has access to the lab. He has the key. He's a smart guy. He's in Mexico. It's like, how does anybody not pick up on this? Clearly it's him.
And like the secret phone rings in front of his brother. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. And
you want to get that?
And they found the helmet that had the high school's name on it. There's 6 things right there. Like, clearly...
It can't be Walter.
It can't be. Clearly, he's a meth cooker.
I won't even consider it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love it.
So, I'm like, but I'm watching that, and I'm like, I forgot. There was someone put a list out, like, Dexter. There was, like, top 20 reasons why he would never get away with it in real life or something. But then the ending was so stupid. I didn't even watch that show. Did you watch Dexter?
Nah, I hated the one actress with a foul mouth.
His sister? Did he play the sister?
His sister.
Well, in real life, they were actually, I think, married at one point, and I think
it makes sense because she's a terrible actress.
And I think she was dying of cancer. She was trying to take all of his money or something.
No way.
Something like that.
Oh, wow.
Well, not dying of cancer. He has cancer. She was still, like, taking out, trying to get his money or something. But anyways, but they came out with a list, like, top 20 reasons why he wouldn't get away with it today. But, I don't know. It's,
You know what? The fucking boat.
The last episode sucked. If you watch the show, the last episode was just terrible.
If you have a boat,
They should have called
you
him.
could kill people. That's just the rules.
It would have been it would have been cool if, like, the last episode of Dexter, like, they called him and they were just like, oh my god, it's Dexter, but instead the fucking guy pretends to throw his own life away, and then he moves to, like, the woods or something and has a beard, and it shows him coming home from work, and he's just like,
Crashed.
oh, and that's the end. And I'm like, that's how you end the fucking series? Are you serious? You make this great series, and at least Breaking Bad, he just dies of lung cancer. But it was kind of good.
You know what? You could say he died of lung cancer, but there's a lot of, like, you know, a lot of people say, film theories and whatnot, say, oh, well, maybe he made it to jail. Maybe they rushed him to jail, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe they rushed him to the hospital, now he's living in jail, or I don't know. But fucking... Damn, it's hot out here.
It is. I'm thirsty.
Josh, do you have long balls? Does this weather give you long balls?
I think I already have long Polish balls, and then I purposely, like most comics, especially in the city, they don't wear... they wear jeans no matter how hot. I think that's a cool thing.
I didn't want to wear shorts because I just can't imagine myself being on stage with shorts.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But I wear shorts, and I put no underwear on, but I have a belt on. Yeah. But it's a shitty belt. It keeps falling down. But I have to because, like, my underwear sticks to my asshole in this weather. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah, well, hey.
You know, wedgies, you know, it's part of it, and I don't like that.
I kind of like it. It kind of keeps me in check. It's a little barrier, you know.
Is there anything to drink around here? Like, not alcohol.
Let's get ourselves refreshed.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a CVS or something.
This noodle place would probably have some noodles. Squeeze the noodles. I got the longest balls. I got, you know, the weather like this, it will make a dog's balls long.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do because dogs' balls, they're just like up against their body. Not today.
Yeah, man. I got down to the city early. I met one of these pickup guys, and then we just hung out for a few minutes, and then he started talking to this girl, and then I just left to go to the open mic to sign up. And
you know, the weather like this can make an atmosphere out of any toilet.
Yeah.
You know when
we're in Chinatown, by the way, for the 2 or 3 people listening to this, it's the goop. I mean it's a part of the Philly.
the good comedy.
Yeah, good comedy's not far from here.
The good comedy. Anyway, so yeah, you know, like this fucking weather turns toilets into, like, you know, little freaking geological experiments or fucking biological experiments, I should say. You know when you're making love or you're about to make love?
Yeah.
With a woman.
I don't know that's
or a
like.
man. You're about to make love, right?
I don't
And what does she say? She says, I have to go to the bathroom. And so she goes to the bathroom and she goes to tinkle, but then she comes back with a cold, clammy ass. It's like, what the fuck? You want to fuck in the shower or something?
There's a place called Bubblefish. Yeah, there's like no fucking CVS or something around here.
That's, you know what, fish don't make bubbles, tadpoles make bubbles.
There's no fucking CVS or something here. I'm just thirsty. I was gonna get a water in the bar, but I was like, fuck that, you know.
Well, it's the police station. We could just tell them it's an emergency. Yeah, cafe.
Is it open?
It's gonna be open.
Fucking, it's $4 for a Gatorade here.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
They're just playing cards.
Yeah,
I told you, it's like, no cafe should be open unless they're dealing drugs.
Fucking shitting bricks. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the. There's that. I wonder where my car is. I think it's down that road.
Where?
Past the dragons. There's only one dragon, right?
I don't know. It's just Chinatown. There's a lot of dragons.
Fucking Chinatown with all your dragons. Well, we gotta find you something to drink.
Well, it's all right. I can hold it in.
You can hold it in?
I can hold in my thirst. I mean, I got gum on me, so it's not like...
Oh, yeah, you know, you suck on a pebble.
You know, it's not like I'm in a desert or some shit, you know.
I was at work, and our water fountain is broken. I'm, like, making this lady her paint. I work at a paint store for all the listeners.
Yeah.
And so this lady is like, I'm just going to have a cup of water. I'm like, well, it's broken. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just sit here and dehydrate. I'm like, I'm not going to keep you here for an hour.
I mean, when I used to go to Sears, it used to take an hour sometimes. You think they're open? Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to go in there and wreck the joint. I was going to flip tables and lock your doors. And
If she's closed, then why did the goddamn door open?
yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that. That's like a typical pedestrian kind of thing.
I don't think she knows any English, but close it open.
Close and open. Open, close, just like me.
Yeah.
So fucking, yeah. I forget.
Yeah, so I was going to say, when I used to get paint mixed, when I used to work at Sears, it used to take an hour to mix paint.
Really?
No. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, wow. I was about to say, I got to get a job at Sears.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. You know they got the catalog I like. That was a reference to an awful joke that only Josh Jacoboo has heard or paid attention to.
I got to get out of here, man. I got to go home.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, this concludes the this segment of the Josh podcast, the JoshCast. Well, all you got to do is just keep listening to find out what happens next.
That's right. That's how I end this. That's how I end the first segment of the show. He knows.
Josh, you're a good guy.
He's shaking my hand, folks, right on the show.
Well, hey, it's Thursday night here, and last night I did perform at the Trocadero, but before that, I met up with this black guy named David. He's one of these pickup guys. We only talked for like 20 minutes, and then he approached this black girl I had my eye on, and then I ended up going to the open mic, and then Bill Miller showed up, one of the only people listening to the show, and turns out that Bill Miller does not listen to my topical news, because I do not go deep enough. And Bill, if you listen to this, I'm going to go deep in your ass. No, I'm kidding. But he was nice enough to give me a ride home and do my podcast, and he showed up last night at the Trocadero. We hung out. It was a pretty fun night. I haven't performed there since, a long time. Almost 8, 9, 10 months. It was a lot of fun. And I guess after this clip or something, actually I'm going to do some public freak out commentary after this, and then or something like that. I don't know. And if not, but anyways, let's get the topical news. And of course, the lead story today is Chester from Linkin Park commits suicide. And man, it's one of those things. You just go on Facebook and everyone's making jokes, and you see fucking all this stuff, and you see the article, and you think it's a joke, and then you check it, and man, it's crazy. Linkin Park's one of my favorite bands. Even though, people say, well, it hasn't been, they haven't been good in 15 years. Scary. And of course, every hack comedian has to make the same joke. I guess it doesn't matter in the end. Yeah, I'm the first guy to write that. If you said that joke on your social media, you are a fucking hack. I don't care if you're funnier than me. I don't care who your hack is. You're a fucking hack. They think the most obvious thing ever. Alright, so other than that, let's talk about some other stuff. 2 dead after quake hits off in Turkish Greek coast. And Linkin Park, man, that's sad. It really is. I've been listening to music late. I think they put out an album a few months ago, and I'm not sure TMZ covered this story. I'm hoping it's a hoax. Let's hope it's a joke, everybody. Let's hope that's not real. But why would someone kill themselves? You're rich and you're white, and you have all the money, and you can have sex to all these girls. Man, it's scary. It really is. What else is going on besides that? Inmates heard screaming as heat wave bakes prison. So, everyone's screaming. It was hot today, 95 degrees. Last night was very hot as well. Went to the Trocadero with my shorts on with no drawers. Men who confessed to killing friend have charges dismissed. 3 goofy-looking white guys. Family says newborn was held hostage at hospital. Saudi prince arrested over bloody assault video. Leland Dunham joins American Horror Story cast. WNBA star Sue Bird comes out as gay and is dating a U.S. soccer star. I thought they were all gay. I mean, aren't all WNBA players gay? You know? Giant armpits, really tall and lanky, right? Fucking braids in their hair. I don't know. Man arrested after plowing car into crowd at a South Carolina cemetery. Man, that's fucked up. Boy literally stumbles in a groundbreaking discovery. Alright, I don't care about that. Bill Miller's right, I am lazy. I should do my my research. And he told me to check out some Ween songs in this band The Frogs, so listen to those things. Young woman missing for 3 years turns up dead in the last place anyone thought to look. Her bedroom? Her basement? I think it was Joyce. Oh, it's one of those things where you gotta read fucking 5 fucking stories. And see if there's anything else going on. It's kind of a slow news. Everyone just stayed out of the heat, I guess. You know? Yeah, it's fucking heat wave. Oh yeah, O.J. Simpson gets parole. Everyone's talking about that. You know, making jokes about that. O.J. Simpson, you know. He's a great guy. Actually, he's not a great guy. What is this? Singer 35 tragically dies in the middle of a performance. I guess you could say she loved to die what she did. No, that was a bad joke. She died what she loves to do. God, I am awful. French singer Barbara Weldons. So, yeah, man. It's but yeah, Beyonce was actually there's a wax statue of Beyonce. Looks nothing like her. She actually looks white. And people are actually offended. Courtroom erupts after awkward gaffe in Simpson hearing. If you don't quit, you must have quit. That man he's a great guy. There's not really a lot going on other than the stuff I just talked about. I mean, yeah, let's see what's going on. What I don't know, I'm talking over the place. I guess go to CNN.com and look up the Chester Bennington. What if he was related to Ron Bennington, who's a radio guy? He was 41 years old. And I'm trying to get I don't know if there's any video playback. That's not. I don't want to watch the video, you cocksucker. Don't go to CNN.com. But yeah, man, it's oh, he had planned hours before suicide. Before he, it says he hanged himself. Yeah. Shock to his bandmates. They had a photo shoot in Hollywood just hours. Maybe that was what it was. He saw too many faggots in Hollywood. He and his wife were spending the time. He took his own life Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. They broke his, yeah, so maybe that's, and I think he wanted to be close to Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell, he killed himself. So anyways, rest in peace. I feel bad. But he did it, but he wanted to die, so what do you do? Anyways, try to do some public freakout commentary after this. And so keep listening, folks. This podcast should commit suicide. Yeesh. Alright, let's do some public freakout commentary. Just 3 clips. The first one's kind of long, so I might skip half of it. And then a couple other ones from the Online Fails YouTube channel. And this first clip is really douchey. These are some vegans people. This is from Public Freakout 169. And it's really annoying. This guy's just fishing. I think it's just him and his wife and his buddy. And these vegan cunts who have nothing better to do come over with their camera and start pretty much harassing them, saying that fish is a person in the Bible, and then they compare it to slavery and dogs, and it's just, let's just play this douche shit. Okay, so first what they do is they send a little kid over, this little boy who has a mullet, to say, do you guys think that fish is a person? Like, they're brainwashing their kids with this shit. This is sickening. They should be arrested. And that kid should be in social services. When you hook them in the mouth, it really hurts them. when you hook them in the mouth, it's wrong. I would have said, hey, little shit, why don't you get out of here if I put a hook in your mouth? And then get Corey Feldman to fuck you in the ass.
So please stop fishing.
So please stop fishing. Why don't you mind your business? Little kids used to do stuff. Why don't you do something, you little mullet fuck? I mean, I know he's a little kid, but jeez.
It really hurts them.
You guys just gonna let this fish die like this? No. You know, what if this was a dog and I hooked the dog through the mouth and threw her in the water?
First of all, I mean, I feel bad that the fishes suffocate and then they die, but the fishes are gonna die anyways, and people are gonna eat them. I mean, it's sad, just like, you know, dogs, Chinese people eat dogs, but pigs and cows, but people are hungry, they gotta eat. And fish is a good source of protein.
How would you guys feel about that? We don't eat any animals because all animals have the same ability to feel love and pain just like we do. Would you guys agree with that? You don't? Do you respect his opinion not to kill animals? Do you guys think that this is okay to let this fish die right here? What if this was a human child?
What if this was a human child? It's not the same thing because people wouldn't fish for a human child unless they're pedophile. And it's not a human child, so that's a stupid comparison.
But what if it was? They have the same ability and same emotions as a human child. That's not my opinion, that's facts, sir. That's facts from science, sir. It is facts. Have you ever looked up how fish feel pain? I'm not harassing you. You're harassing this fish right here.
Actually, you are harassing them. When someone tells you to leave them alone and you consider to bother them, that's actually harassment. And then the fish is on the ground and it's dying, but hey, listen, I mean, it's not against the law to fish. There's even a sign in the park that says you can fish. It's a nice day. These two guys are just enjoying their day. They're not bothering anybody. You're doing the bothering. You're a fucking asshole.
Fish, you're harassing. This is my duty, and my duty is to speak up for animals in need.
Your duty according to who? Are you a fucking vegan cop? What do you do? Whose duty? Are you some fucking superhero? What are you talking about? You don't make any fucking sense. You're just some annoying loser who has you're stuck with some fucking ugly family and you have to bother people. Get a life, man.
This little child right here understands that this is wrong, and you guys don't...
Actually, the little child doesn't understand anything. He's only 6 years old. All he understands is what you're telling him, and you're teaching him your beliefs because you're a fucking douchebag.
I don't understand this. All I'm asking is to have some compassion. The law sometimes is wrong and is unjust. The law
sometimes is wrong. Well, whether it's wrong or not, you have to abide by it, right? So if they're not breaking the law, mind your fucking business.
To say that women could not vote. The law used to say that owning black people was good for slavery. But that is not right, sir. Killing animals is not right.
Okay, well, it may not be right, but right now, it's totally legal. So go take your fucking mullet kids and go back to your fucking picnic table with your fat, ugly wife and go on about your day.
It's not an opinion, it is a fact.
No, it is your opinion because you just said that it's legal, but it's wrong. Well, that's an opinion.
People have been fishing and hunting since day one. This is going to be 8.
And what? And people were owning slavery from day one too, and we stopped that, sir. And we also stopped that.
Not every individual on this earth.
Not every individual on this earth it fishes either.
How can you compare this to a slave? Why does everything have to be about race? Fishing compared to race? Where do you get that analogy from?
Because not every individual on this earth understands that.
God gave us fish. He gave the fishermen.
Do you understand what the Garden of Eden was, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
The Garden of Eden, they didn't eat any animals. They didn't contribute to any animal suffering. Why wouldn't you want to do that? I'm on public property. I'm allowed to be here, sir. The Bible did not...
God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and some annoying faggot with a camera.
Person to ever kill an animal.
God was.
It's a process.
What did God say? What did God say? What was the first thing God said? I will give you all the fruits to eat. This is horrible. I can't... Fish feel pain just like your child does. Would you hook your child, sir? This is horribly wrong.
Why would he hook his child? It doesn't make any sense.
You don't eat humans because why? Why don't you eat humans? Why don't you eat humans, sir?
We don't eat humans because it's not delicious.
Why don't you eat humans, though? I don't eat animals, no. No, I don't eat any animals because I know that they suffer pain. No, ma'am, I don't. I don't eat any animals. Chickens are animals, okay? Why don't you eat human beings, sir? Because it's wrong? And because you understand that it's wrong to eat a human being?
Bobby, don't even get included because he just videotaped me so he could do all of this junk that's...
Yeah, because I'm gonna put you guys on the internet because this is wrong. This is wrong.
Look at these guys fishing. How dare they?
Yeah, look at these guys.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are just fishing. It's a beautiful day, and this guy, and not one single person on this comment is actually agreeing with the guy filming. Everyone's saying that, dude, even though fucking we feel bad for the fish, you compared it to slavery. You're a fucking idiot. Get a life. No one agreed with you, so you pretty much just put yourself on the internet, and congratulations, you made yourself look like a fucking dickhead, and no one agrees with you.
Is letting this fish suffocate right here, and who has no remorse for these animals. Has no remorse when you have a child right here who you obviously care about, but you guys don't care about this fish who is dying right in front of you.
What if this was a dog, or a cat, or a human?
But it's not.
I'm thinking of throwing him back in the water.
I'm not gonna touch this fish that's dying.
Your property? Is he your property?
Is he your property?
It is our property.
No, he's not. Don't step on that fish!
Call the police. I just saved the fish life. How about?
Oh god, so he had to be the big hero, and he's such a loser that no one's paying attention to him and his ugly family. No offense to those two poor kids that I feel bad to actually have a parent like that. And he actually had to run over and grab their fish. These people were just fishing and throw it back in the pond just to prove his stupid point. That is just so fucking stupid. Ugh.
How about that? Call the police. You're stealing the fish out of the lake.
You stole
You're stealing the fish out of the lake. How about that?
We're ignorant.
Wow, you guys are heroes. It's your duty to go around throwing people's fish back in the water. I saved that fish's life. God will send me to heaven. Wow, what a fucking loser.
Call the police. Call him.
You stole that fish out of his home.
Walk right around that corner and read that sign that says...
I don't care what
I
that
don't
sign.
think
Think that it's okay to teach kids to kill animals? Do you think that's okay?
paying attention to that.
Do you think that's okay?
No, I don't, but they're not paying attention.
You're making them pay attention. You're making
No,
them
you
pay
are
attention.
with your mouth and yelling.
So what? So what? I
So
saved
what?
the fish's
So what?
life. I saved the fish's life.
Not walk.
Tried to step on the fish's head.
God sent me here to save fish. I hope they get punched in the fucking face. Those guys are too nice. They should have punched that faggot right in his fucking face. Anyways, let's get to clip 170 at the 13:47 minute mark. And I forgot what this one's about. Oh yeah, this is an old lady in Dunkin' Donuts with a stroller. Visual's more funnier than the actual video, but I decided to put it in there. She's knocking tables over with her giant stroller. It's already funny. So clearly she's a Trump supporter. She's telling this Indian guy that he's going to get deported. But America runs on Dunkin'. And America runs on Indians working at Dunkin'.
Complaining about you. Yes, everyone. You're going to see you're going to get fucking out of my country. Tonight, you whore. You fucking...
She called him a whore and he called him a bitch. So that was a quick one. And I think the last one's pretty... I don't think this one's long. But this is a crazy woman. It sounds like my mother when she yells. And some sort of bus station, some sort of bus, or I don't know. And she's yelling at the server guy. I don't know how to explain this one, but it's the 171 compilation. This is the last one I'm gonna play for this thing.
World star. Don't make me be that person. Don't. Please don't. I'm asking for something that's very simple for me. Back up. This is my bubble. Mine. Right here, right now. Please back up.
And by the way, the guy's not even near her. He's like a foot away.
More.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes!
I said no.
And I said yes, and I mean it. What makes you think that you have more authority than I do?
And what makes you think you have more authority than me?
Because I do. I'm a human person.
And this guy's not.
And I can yell just as loud as you can.
Oh, I doubt that.
We're in standpoint.
I think they should both have a scream match. Whoever gets the loudest wins.
So what do we do? I'll get you off.
Just if I croak right in front of them. Alright, so I think the screaming's over at that point. So once again, I just did a few. Next week we'll do some more. Alright, so because the online fails, the Zeus guy I get my stuff from, he hasn't been putting up a lot of stuff lately. And this online fails channel is pretty consistent. So we'll do some more next week. Alright? Remember, people are freaking out all around the world. And I have to cover this stuff. Saturday night. Woohoo! Yay, party. It's about 8 something. I'm getting ready to do some topical news and then go out, of course, for another lame night of not getting laid and being bitter and doing my sober commentary with drunk people segment. So let's get to topical news. I think Usher's being sued for millions of dollars for not telling some girls he's been with that he has herpes. I think first it was $1 million. I think he paid someone $10,000. Now we're up to $1 million or $10 million. Yeah, man. You gotta tell somebody. You know, it's fucked up. You can't just have some fucking disease and then say, I'm not gonna tell. What else is going on? Yeah, Kyrie Irving is trying to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it says LeBron won't try to convince him to stay. Why should he? Why would he stay? You know, why would he beg him? What's he supposed to do? Get on his hands and knees? The guy wants to leave. He's a grown man. Leave. Paralyzed Olympian Jamie Nietro walks at wedding. That's a beautiful story. I don't like to read beautiful stories on the show. The dad from Home Alone died. I'm sorry, I'll get his name in a little bit. James Dean, I think is his name. 77 years old. What? No offense, but what has he done since? I'm not saying the guy deserved to die because of that. I know Hollywood's not easy to get parts, but well, I'll get the guy's name in a little bit. Inmate escapes in Manhattan and attacks several officers. It's some odd shit right there. Trapped burglar breaks out of auto body shop. A lot of these burglars are breaking out. Need better security. O.J. Simpson, the juice is loose. That's right. Got paroled. Driver crashes stolen pickup truck into a home's living room. Cool. Well, not cool for the homeowners. Hopefully they have insurance. Mother arrested for towing kids in a wagon behind their car. Love that story. That's the kind of stories I live for, folks. Young woman missing for 3 years, turned up dead. Oh, that's not a story I want to read. That's no joke there, folks. John McCain takes an amazing hike with his daughter. That's that's a good story. Glad I read that on the show. More than 90 hospitalized in a Connecticut show after Chance the Rapper was on. I thought that guy was supposed to be some positive, motivational speaker type dude, but I guess not. I guess people were violent. I don't know what happened. JetBlue passenger stunned by famous faces on the flight. Let's see. Who doesn't fly first class if you're a celebrity? TV stars and free cocktails. Let's see who was on. I don't even think they tell you. Okay, Brian Hart Hoffman. And, oh, who cares? Jesus fucking. Can't fucking give you the name. There must not be celebrities then. Is there anything else going on? I don't think there's much going on besides the guy from Home Alone dying. That really upset me. McAllister, right? Alright, so that's it for the topical news. Enjoyed the sober commentary with drunk people, and then we do more topical and odd news. Alright? The show's still going on? Why? I don't know. Alright, it's 2:01. Going on 2:02 a.m. Saturday night. You know what the segment is if you listen to the show, and if you don't, well then you're a damn moron. Or you're a late listener to the show, which is not your fault. But it's sober commentary with drunk people. And talk about last night. Last night I actually had a good time at the Morgan's Pier. I did not go to Cuba Libre, thank God. Went to the Morgan's Pier. Got left out early yesterday. Got down there like 9:15, 9:30. And I met this new pickup guy. I think I met 2 this week. I told you about the well, in the episode, I'd say I met this black dude named David briefly for like 20 minutes maybe. And last night I met this Asian guy named Tony. That's right, an Asian guy named Tony. He's from Florida. I don't know how old he was, but he randomly texted me. When I got down here last night, I got a text on my phone because I posted an ad on Reddit with my number. And he said, hey, man, I'm new to this Philly, and if you want to hang out sometime. I said, well, I'm out right now. Long story short, he came down to the Morgan's Pier, and I burped really bad. And we hung out. And then this other guy, EJ, who's one of these pickup guys, came over. So I had a little crew going, and EJ brought his roommate. So it's kind of like 4 of us. So a couple things that happened last night, based on what I can remember, is I did make approaches. Most of them were goofy approaches. I tried to introduce myself to girls. None of them wanted anything to do with me. I made some dance approaches. EJ and I were dancing. And at one point, it was kind of weird because I don't think the Asian guy wanted to hang out with me, Tony. I think it's because, well, I mean, I'm not a likable guy. I mean, I'm definitely somebody you need to meet a few times to, get to know. But I think it's because I was dancing very goofy. I think that's why. Because I was dancing kind of silly, he didn't like that, I guess. So he was standoffish, so I left him alone. So we kind of avoided each other for about an hour. And he was talking to the other guys, and then he came over, started talking to me again, and we kind of had a crew. And he did make a good approach last night with this short blonde. And then the guy didn't even text me to say bye. He didn't even text me to say, hey, I'll see you, or anything. So that's how I knew it was a bad sign, so I just deleted his number. So he seemed like a cool guy, but the fact that he couldn't even send me a text or anything, or even see me and say, hey, I gotta leave, or anything, it was just enough to, it was just enough for him to just leave. So that's why I just deleted his number right out of my phone. I was like, there's no point. And that's all that really happened last night. The good news is I stayed down Morgan's last night, the whole night, pretty much. Which is, usually I'll get down, here around 1 o'clock. I got down, I got down here like 1:40 last night. So that was good, Didn't have to fucking waste time. Just random people around me. I'm trying to tell my story, I'm trying to talk to myself. And as I'm telling my story, this black girl and black guy just stand next to me. And this black girl's just yelling, I don't give a fuck about the cop. And then as I'm still trying to talk, this Indian people just stand next to me. And there's plenty of space out here. I'm the only person sitting over here. And then now as I'm talking about this, a white guy and a white girl are just standing next to me. Jesus, everybody get away from me. Right? So that's what happened last night. Last night was good. Today I did spend a lot of money. Today earlier, I'm going to walk over to the action in a few minutes. I'm yapping. I got, earlier today, I got down here to Center City and I walked around. First time I got to Center City on a Saturday morning. I got down here like around 11. I got down like around 11:30 to Center City. Went to the ATM to take out $10. I don't have much in my checking account, so I decided to take out $10. And then I walked around and went to Chipotle to get something to eat. Thank God I brought baby wipes with me, because last time I went to Center City at Chipotle, I crapped myself. So I did end up taking a dump. Uh-oh. There's some black people clapping their hands at people. Something about the inauguration? What the hell are they talking about? Yeah, I think I'm about to move. I'm getting scared. They might kill me. Talking about they want their bills paid and stuff. Oh boy. Anyways, so I walked there. So I took a dump. I came up here just to eat Chipotle and take a dump. Went home. And then today, I left out at 9. Got down here around 10. And I went to Drinkers around 10:30. Got me a shot and a beer. Citywide, they call it. And because of that, I ended up going to Morgan's Pier and paying $5. Now, usually I get to Morgan's Pier early if I'm going to go, and I will pay the $5. I won't pay the $5 cover because I got down here early. Well, I paid $5. I don't know why. So I didn't have much money. So I spent, and then I just wolfed down a bag of sour cream and cheddar Ruffles with a Roadhouse-style Monster Slim Jim and a lemon Snapple. What kind of podcast show is this where a person tells you exactly what they eat? Well, so these drunk black people are singing and they're just trolling people. Man, it smells like cocoa butter lotion and bad credit. Anyways, so I was, so a couple things that happened tonight. Everyone's yelling A. The couple things that happened tonight was I didn't see any pickup guys at Morgan's. I guess they're at Center City at this place called Ladder, where the douchebags hang out. Now they're just yelling at random people walking down the street. Now, this is going to sound racist, but when black people are in packs, they're very annoying and very dangerous. I know that sounds racist. It's the truth. I grew up in a black neighborhood. I know. Something about them. They get very, I don't know. They just form this kind of union, and they want to just troll people, mess with people. It's just, you know. But anyways, a couple of things that happened tonight was they played an Usher song. And for those of you who know, Usher recently lied to a girl about having herpes and is being sued. So I approached these two white girls and I said, "Yo, you two like Usher? I like the song, but you should have lied about the herpes." And they laughed and we talked about it for a minute. Then I walked away. Also, I think something else happened. Oh yeah. So this happened outside of Morgan. So I sat down outside Morgan's around 12, the rest of my feet, just like last night. And this white girl got kicked out for punching a guy. A guy said that they were giving her a hard time about her ID. Like when I got there, this Asian girl was, the guy wouldn't take her ID because it was a college ID. She's like, "I'm really 22, you asshole." And he was like, "Just go away." And then this white girl, who did look very young, she was cursing the bouncer. She's like, "That's why you're 30 years old and you're a virgin and you don't have feelings." And she was like really going at the guys. Like, "You have a small penis," and all this stuff. Because she punched a guy, apparently, in the bar because he said she looked 15. So a lot of people out here are rude. They see you on even though I'm not really having a real cell phone conversation, I'm just talking to myself. People don't realize that. And they're ruining my conversation. And I think that's all that's really happened tonight. Then I got down to Old City around 12-something, 12:30, 12:40, and I went to Lucha Cartel, and there was a few girls in there I wanted to dance with, but I just left. I went to Plow. There was a few, I could have talked to, but I didn't. And it was really, douchey in there. And then I went to, National. And National sucked. Usually National's pretty good. I tried to dance with this girl. She wanted nothing to do with me. And then I went to 7-Eleven. Before I recorded this podcast, I wolfed down my food I just told you about. So today, I spent, $9-something on the Chipotle. I spent $9-something on the fucking Chipotle. Oh man, it's ratchet out here. I'm walking towards the action. Get ready to hear it. It is wild out here, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out here alive. I'm gonna switch it up this time and walk past the Blue Martini Cuba Libre like I used to. Lots of tail out here. Yeah. So I spent $9-something on the Chipotle. I spent $5 for the cover. That's $14-something. Then I spent $6 on the Citywide. That's $20-something. And then $4-something. I spent like $26 today, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you don't have a job. And I told myself I wouldn't touch my credit card, and I haven't had a drink in weeks. And tonight I had a Citywide, even though that was earlier. So, yeah. Man, everybody's fucking drunk. I'm walking past the Blue Martini.
Yo, let's go to Peace. I want to go to Peace, though.
A lot of thick Janet Jacksons out here. You know what I'm saying? Lots of guys having their arms around girls. Lots of guys trying to take these drunk girls home and have sex with them. But see, the problem with the Blue Martini is it gets too crowded. You know? It gets way too fucking crowded, and they don't have an upstairs like Cuba Libre does. So at least Cuba Libre has an upstairs. So when it gets too packed, you can go up there. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Just bumped into this girl's booty. Man, lots of tail out here. Lots of thick Johns. It's crazy. Passing by it all. Usually I walk across the other side. And I bumped into this girl's butt earlier when I was talking. She went, oh! I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. Really didn't.
Give me a call Friday. Sorry, you got
Colombia. Now some guy just bumped into my butt. Alright, so at Cuba Libre, everyone's got those glow-in-the-dark lightsaber things. And I'm gonna... Alright, that's unnecessary. I'm gonna cross the street now and go to my usual spot outside the Continental. Man, there's lots of cocoa butter lotion chicks out here, if you know what I'm saying. It sounds racist, but it's the truth. I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Hands up. Hands up. Fucking hands up.
Oh shit, these white people just walked past these black people in a car and said, hands up, put your fucking hands up. And then this black guy with his hat on got pissed off and cursed him out. Man. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was, so the white people started laughing. So that was pretty cool. Oh, these white people just almost got hit by a car. Literally, this fat Spanish chick behind the wheel just ran them over. Hate to drive out here. So yeah, I'm now outside my spot now at the Continental. Last night was very muggy out. Here's your weather forecast for the podcast. It's 2:14 right now. Last night was fucking hot. It was muggy. Everybody was sweating. It was disgusting. I wear shorts with no underwear with a belt on. Tonight, I'm wearing shorts with no underwear and no belt because, these shorts are tighter, so I don't need a belt. Unless someone just rips my pants off, and then everyone sees my small 1-inch dong, which would be very embarrassing for a man my size. 5'11", for Christ's sakes. You would think I have a bigger dong, but I only have a 1-inch dong. Right, everybody? So yeah, I spent a little bit too much today. Oh yeah, so one thing that did happen at Morgan's Pier was when I got there was these two drunk black chicks. They were young, they were like 21, and they were flirting with the bouncers. And they were bumping into people on purpose and acting really wild. And then there was these two chubby white girls that were dancing, and then there was a couple other girls dancing. So they were all having a competition, like to see who was the biggest slut. You know, who can get the most attention from guys, pretty much. And then I saw the two black girls leave with this Indian guy. I guess he was going to pay their cover. I think he was going to take them home, but they're probably just going to hang out with him and be like, yeah, you can pay my cover, but. And right now there's a group of these older black chicks. They're talking on the corner right now. I guess they're waiting for their Uber and Lyft. The Blue Martini was quite popping tonight, I guess you could say. That's, I wouldn't say it's an actual black spot, but it's a spot where black people hang out on the weekend, mostly. But I've been in there before, and I don't like it, because like I said, there's no upstairs. So you get tempted to go in there because you see these big booty chicks go in there. You're like, damn, I want to go in there. And then if you actually pay and go in there, you're like, what the fuck? Like there's nowhere to stand. Everyone's just pushing each other. Then you can't stand in the hallway. People are like, hey, you gotta move. So, yeah. I see a girl talking to the bouncer right now, Cuba Libre, her and her friend. And once again, we talked about this on the show. They got to suck the bouncer's dick. Because if they suck the bouncer's dick, then they can get in for free. I say that every week. I'm repeating myself. I have lines. That's how lame I am for this podcast, folks. But yeah, today was the first time I had something alcoholic to drink in weeks. I broke my streak. And because of that, I think that's why I spent more money. When you drink, you don't give a fuck. So I said, fuck it. I already got $8 in my wallet. I'm going to go to Morgan's Pier. And then I dropped $5. And then I was going to get a slice of pizza, but it was too packed. And I went, you know what? I'm going to fucking get me some snacks. Even though my parents went shopping today, we had food at the house. And I wolfed down a Roadhouse, Monster Slim Jim, a bag of Ruffles, and a Snapple. And I'll be lucky to get home. And then tomorrow I'm going to drop a big Monster Slim Jim duty because of that. But yeah, the weather outside is really nice though. It's breezy, you know, and that's actually good because last night was so disgusting. Everyone was just sweating. And then the fans were on last night and all the fucking skanks were fucking hogging up the air, you know, because their pussies are sweating, their assholes. But Cuba Libre did not look good. I did not go to Cuba Libre this week. This big fat chick's like falling over. She's walking with her man. She's like got flats on. And she's just falling over the place. Clearly she can't walk in them. It's 2:18 right now. Only got a couple more minutes. Going to record because you never know. The train usually comes between 2:25 and 2:30. But every once in a while it does come a couple minutes early. And then I'll be fucking stuck at the fucking train. All these weird people walking around asking you for money. There's a group of Indian people sitting on a step eating pizza. There's another Indian couple just sitting waiting for a ride. There's two guys. I don't know if they're thirsty or not. Talking to two girls. And then there's two guys sitting down, or I think three guys sitting down next to one girl. I think they're all together. And like I said, Blue Martini has lots of action. I saw lots of drunk guys following these thick joints, you know, as you would say. But tonight was, last night, I would say, was a better night. Because not only did I not spend any money last night, but I actually had fun at one point. Because at first I was upset at the Asian guy. The Asian guy kind of pissed me off because I could tell he didn't like me right away. Like he didn't even get, like just like the other guy, he didn't even get the chance to get to know me. But because I was acting silly, like I was just trying to dance and just troll, he was worrying about what everybody else thought. So he kind of moved away from me, and it kind of pissed me off. It was kind of like fuck you, you know. Like I can have fun if I want it, you know. But then later I stopped worrying about him and I started actually having fun. EJ and I were just doing these silly dance moves and trolling people. So I met way more people. So last night was actually a better night by far. Tonight was kind of a waste of night, but that's how most Saturdays are. But Morgan's was not high volume. Usually on Saturday it's mobbed. I got in there like 10 something. There was no line. And even when I was in there, it wasn't that bad. It's 2:20. A few more minutes, like 2 more minutes, so I'm going to head down. Hopefully I don't miss my stupid train. It's the opposite. Last night, and then last night when I got down there at 2:15, it took 15 minutes for the train to come. But then when I leave down there early, then all of a sudden you miss it by a few minutes. So, yeah, the big group of black people, just half of them got their car, their Uber, the rest are walking down, and it's starting to clear up on the streets. Not exactly, there's still people out. There's a homeless guy, and he's trying to talk to this guy. He's touching this guy. He wants to shake his hand. I would not shake a homeless guy's hand. I would give him a fist bump. But he's just, you know, trying to be social, trying to get some money. Seems like a nice guy, but geez, I mean, don't shake my hand. Probably wiped your hand on your ass, and now you want to touch me, you know? Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up. There's not much going on. I have a fucking boring fucking social life and no sex life and nothing going on. But you know what? I try to do my best, folks. You know, tonight was not a really wild night, but More wild nights to come. Lots of people outside the Drinkers. I'm walking towards my train station. That's where I was at earlier. And Drinkers was pretty good. I mean, I could have went there again, but I already have my citywide. Yeah, so like I said, more wild nights to come for Sober Commentary. And tonight was not one of them. But remember, it's still freaking... So yeah, let's wrap this up. I am the danger of making bad podcasts. Well, let's wrap this episode up. Sunday night here, of course, and hopefully nobody killed themselves, no celebrities or anybody we know, right? Enough of that suicide stuff. It's enough. I was thinking about it. I live in my parents' basement. I got no job, can't get laid. I really just feel empty inside. And Chester Bennington, who was beloved by millions of people and who fucking had, I'm pretty sure, some good money and probably a hot wife, and he had 6 kids, and well, that's a reason to kill yourself. But enough. What was that guy's problems? Everyone's talking about these trade rumors, the NBA. It's enough of that. Everyone's trading and trying to get to the finals. And Kevin Durant made a sarcastic post. He said, "I can't believe somebody would actually trade to another team after losing to the Warriors." He made a funny joke. I'm not sure if he wrote it. A man who killed 18 cats gets 16 years in jail. Well, actually, if he killed 18 cats, they should multiply that by 9, and that's how many years you should spend in jail, because those cats have 9 lives. Oh! You guys like that joke? Comment. No, actually don't comment. Serena Williams reveals her pregnancy fitness routine. She works out with a kid? So, there's not a lot going on in the regular topical news. Spicer, I like to call him Spicker, he resigned. It said Spicer allegedly stole one item from the jury staffers. So they replaced him with some cunt. I don't know who she is. But, it says death toll in Texas human smuggling case increases. I think I'm just going to get to the weird news, strange news, and wrap this episode up. I mean, there's nothing going on, folks. I'm trying to stall. But there's nothing, literally. Flooding destroys all the cash inside the bank's vault. So wait, was the cash just floating? Because I would jump in that flood, to get all that money. I'll probably drown. I can't swim, but Twitter's already trolling communications director Anthony Scaramuccia. Oh, I see. He has both of his hands out, like it's a big giant cock. So someone probably tweeted a giant cock. That's pretty funny. ESPN reporter Michael Eaves chokes on a bug. I think I read that before. I hate when they leave the fucking... Internet is in love with this enormous stray cat named Mr. Handsome. This cat is huge. Huge! He's like, looks like 20 pounds. McDonald's giving Rick and Morty creator a jug of Szechuan sauce. Actually, Bill Miller was on the show. Told me I should check that show out. I forgot. Gotta check out some stuff. Family awakened by 15 pounds of sausage crashing on the roof. That's pretty awesome, now. It's so obscure. Just sausage? Where did it come from? The sky? British soldier runs a Wii with cheese rolling championship. Oh, I see. So there's a competition where you roll cheese. Here are some of the wildest Twitter tips for a new FBI director. It's a picture of The Simpsons Chief Wiggum. And scuba diver captures humpback whale getting some magnificent air. So this thing's it's doing like a Free Willy type of thing. These 151 Australian-themed Pokemon or Bloody Ripper. This Tour de France cyclist's legs are a thing of horror and beauty. So this guy who did a cyclist contest, his legs have veins all popping in them. How is it beauty? There's no beauty in this. I mean, yeah, the guy's ripped, but it looks like the guy had his legs in a toaster oven. They're all burnt and shit. It says, here, watch what happens when a Mylar balloon hits the power lines. Comedians trick TV show into booking them as fitness experts get sued. I think they did that a long time ago. Some of these stories are old. Ethiopian man is a real-life hyena whisperer. He has a string in his mouth, in the hyena's mouth. Reporter's reaction to Guardians of the Galaxy ride is a joy of to behold. He's scared. I would be scared too. I've never been on a high roller coaster before. I'm not an adrenaline guy. You know? You can hear a UFC fighter face slam to the ground and it's sickening. So this guy slammed this boxer's face to the ground and obviously it made a big smacking noise. Doctors removed 27 contact lenses from a woman's eyes, so they were stuck in there. She could have just used her boyfriend's jizz. I mean, it's protein. It definitely would have came out, but hey, we all got our own methods. High schoolers were celebrating the end of school with epic paper tosses. We never did anything fun like that at any school I went to. Now with the internet, these kids have fun dances, they have paper tosses, pranks. I went to such a boring high school. Vegan activists confront family fishing for dinner. We just did that on the public commentary, you see? And that's it for the show. That is it. Thank you for anybody who listened to any of this madness. Whether you listened to the whole thing, or 10 minutes, or 2 minutes, I thank you from the bottom of my rotten heart. And I'll see you on the next one you just listened to. Come on. Really?
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.